Hello everyone. No, I tell you what, being smart, being good, being relevant, just don't get me wrong, I'm not about myself. On the contrary, I'm pretty just a controversial person and I might be even rude and bad to some people at certain moments or at certain points of my life. I've been also unscrupulous a lot of time, and I was just too caring about nothing, just to letting things to go haywire and not taking too much putting, I should say, too much effort into something. And that's how it's all my life been, and I'm not here to justify or to beg for some forgiveness, not just that kind of thing at all. I'm kind of making my speech of today as always like an arbitrary way and just maybe it should mention in that some lead gal is about to leave our nicest city, not only our nicest city but our little entire country, and her name is Lauren. And hello Lauren, if you're watching this, maybe you're already home and you made a safe way. I wish you a safe way home and have a nice and lit flight and nice takeoff and safe landing, and that's all I have to say you before you go, and I'll see you in person maybe tomorrow if I don't die. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, we'll see how it materializes, my life track and all my good and bad intentions that I somehow I feel, and I have those controversial things of my personality that reside within me, and without any fight and without any, just they live together and they deal together. They just solve their controversy things as they tried to do previously and they do these days, because I kinda very weird personality as I am, and I should say that I'm not caring too much about other people's opinions about my weird personality and how am I doing my English and how I do my approach as for my working process. As I started to feel more confident about my English, and I kind of practice in front of some audiences, some might come to me and some would come to me and say hello, and I don't fucking even know those people, who they are, who they were, and I shake my hand with those people and I kind of hailed them and I said hello, how you doing, and that kind of thing. And just to, I don't know, am I famous, am I renowned so widely that everyone should shake my hand? I don't fucking know. I've never been that way, and I'm never fucking gonna be that way that I've just said you right now. And I'm not about being famous or lit or whatever, just to maybe slightly more cool and sick. That might be at some points. Who knows how it goes and how it materializes with my mind or with my physical body. And as for our entire entity as human beings here, I should say that everything is relative in this universe. If you might relate to what I'm saying, everything is definitely relative. Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it? I don't know, maybe it isn't, but I think that way. Honestly, in all honesty, I tell you that everything is really fucking relative in this good and lit universe, and maybe because of that thing of being relative to each other, we are all differ from each other. We differ from each other. We are all different, and that's why we mutually exist without any huge scuffles on everyday level. Let's say we are trying to avoid those like conflicts that are based on the everyday issues ground, and that's because we are all fucking different, and we are all fucking follow the parallels, not one track simultaneously. That fucking reason preserves us from being bitten by each other, and that's why I do what I do, and every weird personality might simultaneously or even just at this very moment follow these parallel course, and we are now we are not about to intersect our tracks, and that's why we just I don't know, maybe preserve our entire personal space intact and uninfluenced from any other strangers that could occur in our ways, right? Again, correct me if I'm wrong, and if I'm doing the right things here, I don't fucking even know, and I don't care. I don't fucking give it a toss if you might please bear with all this rude language, and I just want to speak and sound more like a guy who says things regardless of the language being spoken right now, and that's it's not fucking second language anymore for me. It's like my personal thing that resides within me, that spilling out of me automatically without any fucking preparatory ground, as I switched my camera on my lead speakers, and I'm doing what I'm doing, and that's the sound of my pretty good and not so fluent as it could be voice so far, but I'm on it, I'm working on it, and I will work out these English entire theme exercise of my life, and I don't even fucking have any slightest hesitation about that, not any, and I even fucking will not have any of those within my personal track that I'm following as for my English, as for my personal activities that I do these days, and so far I'm fucking contented with what happening to me and what happens to me on a regular basis, just occasionally, and all those like lead audiences, let's say not longer than this very day today, that guy Peyton came up to me and said, "How you doing, bro? What are things drill in your mind right now?" And I was kind of, I'm pretty fucking weary and depleted as is, and I've been slumping all day. I've been having deepest rest ever all day long, and that's because of being depleted and even fucking exhausted mentally. And I also told that I would have some period of time where I would have just kind of untwine mentally and to recondition my brain in a certain way in order to be able to follow my everyday issues and to solve more crucial and more sophisticated problems within my working process, within my English learning thing, and all the stuff that goes along these lines, you know what I'm saying? And that lead guy, whose name was and still is Peyton, bro, hey, if you're watching me, that's when I'm telling you that I'm fucking very grateful for your attitude to me, and even for asking those questions, and for asking me whether I needed some help, and that means a lot to me. If someone who I barely know just step up to me and ask such a kinds of questions as you did, and thanks again. All the attitude is clear, and your attitude is clear, and I'm on your side, bro. If you need some help, just ask me, and I'll be there, and I'll help you with everything that I can. And oh, guys, I tell you what, some lead gal named Lauren, is about to leave our nicest city and our lead country, and as I mentioned at the very beginning of this video cast, and we all were gathered at the library together, and we were doing activities as for following some video shoots on YouTube, and she explained a lot about those guys who make eating food competitions, and they all were like spring-loaded eating machines there, those mad guys with mad look, with mad glance even, and there was nothing except literacy in their fucking eyes, and I'm kind of using deprecating humor here. There wasn't any literacy and any intelligence in their eyes at all, and that's why I'm just doing these mercury things, and I'm chirping over them, and I'm kind of I don't know, maybe chopping them in the slightest way, or not in a big way yet, not in a big, we'll see how it goes with that. And all those mad elite gals and dudes, they were eating food with a very short period of time, and not every, but some guy in that frame of that video, from outside the frame, his video frame, he said, you're on the time set limit, bro. You're on the time set limit, bro. You should eat this fucking food more intensively in order to win the challenge, in order to win the entire competition that's been conducted. And that's the whole story of that many activities that we followed today. And again, it's not the point that we were following certain stupid stuff as they did today, and the point was about expansion of our Englishes, about how we could grasp what's being told from the screen, what's been said in general in that lead premise of the local library, and I apprehended everything actually. I'm not as smart as I thought, I'm pretty dumb as is, and that's why I don't learn English. I speak it, I feel it, I do it. All my life I've been completely like ardent to my English, and again, that helps me to rectify any problem that I probably would have my track about learning my English. And that's been a pair of lit words that I learned today, ardent and rectify, and you have a time set limit. And that was the lead phrase I've ever heard that laid on my brain very perfectly. And I might be unscrupulous at some points. I'd mentioned that in the very beginning, but not only in these moments. I fucking adore in those lead points of my life where I have those lush and juicy pieces of purest English, American version of purest English that I tend to do as I'm learning this stuff. And I'm on it, and I will expand my English. The further on it goes, the more deep I feel that something happened, that something comes out to me, and I become, sorry, excuse me, I'm fucking weary, as I said, and I'm just trying to say things as they are, right? And why not to do that then? And what I was gonna say, I lost my, where was I lost what I was gonna say. I was about to say that wherever you would be with your English, you'll be definitely fucking aware about your being or not being on the right track by seeing those signposts here and there about some peeps may say something about how you're doing about your English, how you feel yourself, how you feel yourself, your advancement in your English, and nobody fucking tell you how you're doing about your English. Only you yourself is about to evaluate and value what you do and what you contribute to your English, what you do, and see the results very clearly with your own eyes. And nobody fucking can tell you whether you're on the wrong track, whether you're on the right fucking track. It's only you who decides and who judge very honestly with what's been done previously, what kind of track you are on. And definitely that's going to be the most lit experience that you ever might have in your life. And it's only for you to decide what direction to head further on, what fucking steps to undertake in your life to make yourself better and learn. Thanks again for pulling up my English, for being in my life, and maybe some late day I'll see you again. And don't bother about that. I won't be annoying you once again with my questions about English, and maybe I haven't even fucking asked any weird and annoying questions ever to her, and that's my just 10 point that I don't even fucking want to annoy some Native Americans with my questions, and I'm about to clarify all the hidden grounds, all the stumbling blocks, and all the great territories by myself by following the right steps that I'm familiar with, and by undertaking those steps I'm nearing my fucking goal of being fluent completely. I'll be there, and if I fucking die, I definitely will, and that's it. Today let's wrap it up, and to you know what, right, to save something in your minds, to go be good guys and gals, be just following your own life tracks, no one's gonna say, right, and let's keep this shit and just be lit and cool, and see y'all until a while. That's it, bye.